call here. All right, caller, who do we have?
Hello, Anthony Logan. This is Shamima Begum, the ISIS bride, as the media is calling me. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I am doing splendid, although not the same could be said of my dear departed hubby, Mahmoud, who unfortunately I'm still collecting him in a jar. But how are you doing, my fine sir?
I'm doing great. Now I hear you want to come back to the United States. I mean, what makes you think you should come back, and how do you have any kind of right to come back to the U.S. after you fled and joined ISIS?
Oh no, you are mistaking me for my friend Tina, or whatever her name is, from Alabama. I am from, of course, I'm a native-born British woman, and of course, I like everyone, I have my tea at 4 p.m. and right before we, sew up the belts for the young lads to go out and do the daily jihad. So no, I think you're confusing me with somebody
Oh
else.
yeah, okay. The other ISIS bride that fled. So I'm seeing this article right here, and it says that let me see, you can't go back to you can't go to Bangladesh, and then the UK may not give you your citizenship. So what you gonna do? What's gonna be your next course of action?
I say, who needs Bangladesh? I don't believe they even get TiVo over there. So, you know, don't, don't need you, don't need me.
So what you gonna do now? Where you at right now? Are you still in somewhere Middle East? Are you still in ISIS land?
Look, I don't think that Theresa May is doing a very good decision by not allowing people like myself to come back and contribute our best for British society. And in fact, they're exacerbating the very source of the anguish that caused me to go into ISIS to begin with.
Okay, so are you saying that it's the UK's fault that you decided to leave and join ISIS?
Absolutely. The United Kingdom in the 90s, they pursued a policy of not allowing fully veiled Muslim girls like myself into the most important avenue for social advancement, the Spice Girls.
I'm not sure that you would be old enough to join the Spice Girls. It says you're like 19, so by the time the Spice Girls had their peak, you were like, I don't know if you were born yet. So,
Stop
nah.
making excuses for them. Once Victoria went up and married that that amazing handsome man David Beckham, they had a spot open for me. They could have kicked Ginger out for sure because everybody knows gingers have no souls,
Wow. So,
and they go to Jehannam like all of the other infidels.
wow. Oh, okay. I see. I see where you coming from there. So, I think that Theresa May and the whole UK would be good if they just did not if they didn't have any ISIS fighters in their territory, any terrorist sympathizers. I think that'd be a good thing. Stay over there where you are and enjoy life that way. Enjoy the kebab, enjoy whatever you're eating over there. Don't come back with the tea and crumpets. It's not really for you anymore.
Anthony, I think you're being very prejudicial. For instance, for my own son, I make sure not to pack any knives with his lunch every day inside of his suicide belt when he goes off to school. So
A suicide belt. So are there explosives in the suicide belt?
there's no knives. That's what the law says.
But how about bombs though?
There's no knives.
Well, I think you need to take the bombs out of the
There's
suicide belt.
no knives. Sadiq Khan, help out a sister, Sadiq.
Oh boy.
I know
Hey,
Sadiq knows you, Anthony. I think he gave me your number.
I bet he did.
He's not answering my calls.
Hey, Sadiq, he has a higher power to answer to, so he can't do everything.
Anyway, Anthony, I can see you're not being very humanitarian tonight, so please say hi to Mr. Officer Tatum. Tell him I have no knives and have a great night.
All right, now, thank you for the call. All right, shout out to the caller. Hey, man, I get some of the craziest calls, man. I get calls from all over the world. People that are, joining these crazy organizations. I don't condone that kind of stuff, man. So if you decide you want to join if you decided you wanted to join ISIS, man, hey, man, stay where you are.